Welcome to this Blakley Electrics video on how to fit a safety shroud to an MDA. In this particular case we've got a B6 800 amp panel. The ratings are relevant as the B6 are all the same in principle. The first thing you have to do is you have to ensure that the power upstream is isolated to the panel. Once you've done that, you then start off on the main incoming section and you have to isolate the main incoming device, like so, and then using an appropriate locking off device. Close the door and then move over to the distribution section. So we've now moved over to the distribution section. We open the door and then, as you can see, we have the top insert plate here that we have to remove. 4 fixings, 1 in each corner. We'll start off in the bottom. As you can see, this is a showroom MDA, so we know that the power is isolated. There's no power to the panel. Finish off with the 2 fixings in the top, using the knob star in the middle, hold that, and then you can take off the top insert plate. Then you'll see that the horizontal buzz bar is exposed at the top there. This here is the new safety shroud. It's identical, and what we do is we start off on the right hand side. We've got here at the top, we've got these tabs here. We utilise those to fit above each of the buzz bar channels at the top. Now, the front side is longer, that's the front, and the top side is shorter, that's the top. Holding it at a 30 to 45 degree angle, what you have to do is just slide the first tab on the right hand side just above the buzz bar chamber. Now we'll be doing another video later just to show you this in more detail. Once you've got that at the top on the right hand side, you then use your fingers or your thumb, lifting up the second tab on the left hand side just above the second buzz bar channel. You've got 4 altogether. You've got 1, 2, 3 and 4. So that's the right hand side in like so. Then we finish off on the left hand side again. Using your fingers, lift up the tab on the left hand side. Doesn't matter whether you do the one on the right or the left first, whatever you're most comfortable with. And then we finish off with the fourth tab above the last buzz bar channel. Give it a little wiggle like that, just to prove that it is fitted properly. And then that's fitted safely. And then reverse action, you just put the top insert plate back into position. Like so. Just make sure these blanks are in the appropriate position. And again, reverse order. Start from the top. Finish off with the last 2 fixings in the bottom. And if you look through the holes in the top of the insert plate, you can just about see the shield in there. And that's all done, and then you just shut the door. And then we move over to the last part, which is the rear section, and do the same thing again. So now we've moved on to the rear section of the B6 MDA. So the same practice as before, we're going to fit the symmetrical safety shroud to the rear side. As you can see, I've already removed the top insert plate. So, same as before, starting like this. And that is the last and final part, the B6 MDA fitting of safety shroud. So in this video we're going to go into a bit more detail on how to fit the shroud. As you can see, we've already removed the top insert plate for you. The actual shroud itself is made of a polycarbonate material, so it is flexible, so you can manipulate it to assist you in putting it in place. Now, the great thing about this video and the camera at the angle it is that you can see the underside of the B6, and you can see the 4 buzz bar channels that we mentioned earlier on, which you use to hold the actual shroud in place. So again, as before, we're going to hold the shroud at a 30 to 45 degree angle, and we're going to start off on the right hand side, and just using the tab there, you can see there's a small gap above the actual buzz bar channel there. I'm going to slide that in like so, and then I'm going to use my fingers to lift up the left hand tab above the second channel like so. And then moving over to the left hand side, this flexible material, I'm going to bend it back, put that up like so. You can start off with the left or the right hand tab on this section here. It doesn't really matter, whatever you find easier. So on this occasion I'm going to start off on the left hand one, use my fingers to lift the tab up above the buzz bar channel, and then we finish off on the last one and put that above the last channel. Now you might have just noticed that that one's actually popped out. That does happen on occasions, but it's very easy to put back into place, just like that. Important bit, give it a wiggle, make sure that that is in place, and that's all done, and that's all safe. And then you just finish off by putting the top insert plate back into place using the 4 fixings, and then close the door. If you fit shrouds to any kind of Blakley MDA, they are very, very similar. So it's the same principle exactly as what we've just done here. And that's it.